Meanwhile, yesterday, Senator Hawley of Missouri introduced a good one. Reintroduced it, actually. The Anti-Corruption Pelosi Act, aiming to ban members of Congress from trading individual stocks while Trump signaled he would sign such legislation into law. You know, for all of the times that we have heard people talk about Donald Trump enriching himself in office, isn't it interesting how these members of Congress never seem terribly excited to talk about their own financial status and how well they've done? In fact, Charlemagne T.H.A. God, who speaks on behalf of all of Black America with his show at the Breakfast Club, he called out Hakeem Jeffries on this very point. We played it a little earlier. Give me 1729.
I think it's ridiculous even when they try to say things, you know, all these conversations about oligarchy. Now, Bernie and AOC, they can go out there and say fight the oligarchy.
Yes.
Hakeem Jeffries, you can't say that, okay? Like, cut it out. We know that you've taken so much money from corporate donors. So it's just weird to see them, you know, push back against oligarchy now and say, look at the billionaires controlling Trump. It's like, really?
Yeah. I mean,
you, Hakeem, really? Chuck Schumer, really?
So that's a conversation on The Breakfast Club with Charlemagne T.H.A. God, official spokesman for all of Black America, the show that all of Black America listens to. If they're laughing at the idea that Democrats are complete hucksters and fraudsters when they call Trump and his cronies, you know, billionaires and tax cuts. In other words, they don't believe that Democrats aren't lining their own pockets and enriching themselves. Even their own Democrat constituency doesn't believe it. Bernie Sanders is a joke. I mean, you remember when RFK Jr. was trying to go through confirmation hearings and people like Pocahontas and Bernie were giving him such a hard time. And RFK Jr. just stared him down and said, you, Senator Sanders, took more in donations from Big Pharma than anyone else in this body. And he kept shouting, it was from individual donors, it was from individual donors, as if that matters. They all came from Big Pharma. So 6 one, half dozen of the other. Liz Warren, same deal. So Josh Hawley says, let's put a stop to this right now. The legislation, whose acronym Pelosi, Pelosi, stands for Preventing Elected Leaders from Owning Securities and Investments. It's named after former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, whose husband has drawn scrutiny for millions in suspected insider trading. Just fantastic. IBM has announced, I suspect this might be part of the Bessent announcement a little later, that they are investing $150 billion in the United States. They also have totally backed off their DEI garbage, too, which I thought interesting. IBM, one of the nation's largest technology employers, planning to invest $150 billion in the United States over the next 5 years to fuel the economy and to accelerate its role as the global leader in computing. We're focused on leveraging American ingenuity and American innovation, said their CEO during an exclusive interview. When I think about AI, quantum computing, mainframe computers, this R&D investment, coupled with all of the associated manufacturing that's going on in the United States, we will be at the front of all of these technologies. That's big.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.